ako ba nito sa photographs, no? Ginagawa ko nila share sa mga old photos. Ang ang isa ko pa gusto ko i-share sa buong hapon is ang question pala, sino ko lang nagkuha sa mga litrato ko no? Who took these photographs? No? So, since nga nagkaka-interest ako sa mga old photographs, isa na ako kumako, siya na si Monis na. So, allow me to start by showing you this slide, no? Of course, you know Bruno Mars, no? And his real name is Peter Jim Hernandez. And Jim Hernandez is, of course, see the genealogy, no? The young ancestry. I'm showing you this to tell you that the great-grandfather of Bruno Mars, Jesus Maria Bayet, was a photographer in Iloilo. He was a photographer. His name was Jesus Maria Bayot. He operated a Bayot studio on sa Jembasa. And he was from Capiz. And Jesus Maria Bayot, he started, of course, ako nang iyan nagtuon sa photography sa US. And during the war, nag-join sa Guerrillas. And he migrated to US, and that's where he started the family. Although he was may studio na sa Manila, may studio na sa Capiz at the time. So he was one of the 32 photographers na na-document ko. No? Why ko kabalo? Damo pa na no? Damo pa may natin makilala. No? So these are the names of the photographers na inventory ko. No? From a simple methodology na ang ginawa, sorry na sa sulat ko lang nadalan, no? So, 32, no? But again, tama pa na no? Wala lang natin ma-record, wala lang sila na binabigay ng retrato, or wala lang malista, kundi na naputos sa libos ang ilang ngalan, no? And of course, ang kabalo naman kita na ang first Filipino photographer, taga-Balay, no? Si Peter Slaviano, no? Ilan tala of photographs of the 1890s, showing the life in Thailand of Balay. No? So these are some of the cards of Laureano. Ilan tas with recuerdos. No? There's an English translation of the recuerdos de Filipinas. Mayor Jerry Reñas has an original copy of the recuerdos. So some of the photographs. No? And then we have Latino Gonzalez, who is from Haro. He happens to be the great-grand-uncle of former Congressman Raul Gonzalez. He was a photographer. No? That is not him. No? That is a client of his. So this is a obituary of Latino Gonzalez when he passed away in 1901. So I'm telling you this because even before the Americans came, dapat na yung mga photographers na nag-practice din sa Palay, no? You have also Tim San, no? This is 1899. So, before the Philippine War, may mga Chinese photographers na din sa Iloilo. This is by Fotografia Imperial, also a Chinese. The date is June 1, 1899. So, before the just during the arrival of the Americans, mga American soldiers nga ang mga plans. So this is a report about mga American soldiers coming to Panay na mahilig sa photography, no? Start naman sila practice with sa aton, kag some of them took over ng mga studio sa kanila na tibayaan para sa mga tatiya, no? So, kung tanaw ang mga reports, matamak na popular photography diri sa atin sa Panay. So, one of them was Edmonds. Very brief lang ang practice niya diri from January 1901 to December. So, he went back to the States and continued practicing photography in the US. And then another soldier who came to Iloilo was Pedro Casanabe. He established his studio in Calarial, the border of Santo Niño, that's Mapa Street. Guangco Street. And he, he was one of the longest running practicing photographers here because he started in 1905 and ceased his practice during his arrest by the Japanese in 1942. No? I was fortunate to record his life, and I came up with a book, Kasanabe, which is published by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines. I have copies for sale. So this studio, before the studio in Santo Niño, in Guangco, this was in the Paravilla building near the Summer Star. Then another photographer was very prolific is Financial Guard. We were fortunate uh, to find this album from Marina Locsin. It consists of 30 photographs of the Desires Mansion. This is a souvenir parang giveaway, no, no, sa mga bisita pala during the inauguration of the house. Natagaan sila sa token. Amo na hindi na mga kagilan. I got this from Tita Janet, mga kamalista. Di ba sa imo doon sa imo yung mga, Marilyn? Marilyn, sorry. Of course, we know na ang recorded dito nung una na nag-practice ng photography was ni Maldo Tomas. He was a Spanish diplomat and he was the first to record life in the Philippines using a photograph. He did not leave any photograph actually because he just mentioned in these reports na may camera siya. No? No. It was attractive to photographers at the time because may progress din yung mga tao na din. So they write reports, they travel, so kapag production lang doon tapon. Because we were the face in the sun. No? Then it left a lot of stereographs. These are some of the pictures that he left. Then Beer Camp, there's a book by of the Beer Camp collection. It was published in hardbound 5 years ago. So these are some of the photographs that were taken in Iloilo in 1902. So again, it's because of the progress in Iloilo na may mga studios rin. Kailangan may client, may capacity to pay ang mga tao din sa Iloilo. So that's why nag-flourish man ang mga photography studios din sa atin. So as I said, dami sila. Some of these mga ilalakay years ang stay nila, ang iba lawi, ang iba nag-merge, ang iba nag-makalsan sa photographer, studio niya, prepare niya, things like that. No? So, I will show you some samples of very quickly, what ako dapat ng time. So, this is like Asanabe, Martinez, Agar, no? Sinisa, Mahunay, Regalado. This is by Aguacena, Lopez, Sabaya. PSSC, that's the Photographic Supply and Stationery Company, they produce mga postcards. No? So they take pictures, a lot of pictures, and print them and sell them to clients. There's Yotoko and Amena. Yeah, I got this from uh, kay Mabunay na nakuha. This one, yes. That's a Romeo Studio. That's condo. That's a design studio. Design studio is actually owned by a Japanese, no? The Hiroto. Then the Jarte, Aljos, Cruz, Velasco, Cordero, Velarde. Velarde happens to be the father of the Vicar General of Archdiocese, the Monsignor Jim Velarde. The father was a photographer. No? So, there were photographers who wala na si mga recover, di ka ng mga litrato or wala kang utang sa ngalan sa mga litrato. Dahil kita nakuha ng litrato, wala kang ngalan. No? So, wala kita kabalo kung sino nagawa. But we found some of their names in, of course, mga directory. No? May mga ngalan na wala si litrato, like for example, si Salazar, si Martin, wala na sila litrato na may ngalan, nila may label, nila. But their names are in the directory. So, we recorded them, no, as among the photographers. Then may mga advertisement sa mga periodiko, no? Wala kami sila litrato, no? Si Vincent, si Makainan, Odesto Lincoln, may mga photograph. But I'm showing you this because there was a photograph by Odesto and there was a photograph by Lincoln, and later on they joined forces to form a one studio. No? And then, of course, Yutopo became Hamina's studio later on. Karon, Hamina's studio. So these are some of the advertisements in the. Then you have Pastor, which is found in, he's a photographer. His photo appeared on the shore. Gil Palma, no? Gil Palma, the grandson works here in the capital, and his name is also Gil Palma. No? And before Typhoon Frank, we have a Hasselblad camera, which I wanted to take. And then there's Jess Ramos. No? When I was starting as a journalist in the early late 80s, I met Jess Ramos, and he was writing for the Tribune. Then, ang question is, where do they get their cameras and photo supplies? Of course, aside from the stores in Manila, there are a lot of stores in Iloilo who sell cameras, no, and photographic supplies. So, when we talk about photographic supplies, we're not just talking about film, we're talking about paper, we're talking about developing solutions, we're talking about lights, no, the darkroom equipment. No? Eh, lagi ka photography sa una, kung hindi subuhin niya na araw sa cellphone mo, araw sa camera mo. No? It's a science, no? Kailangan may darkroom kakit, may equipment kakit to develop the lights. No? So we have peacocks, no? We have a store in Iloilo. Bisaya drug, no? Natingalamin ko na every drugstore sells photographic supplies. No? Now, this one. Sa Iloilo, no? Nabigyan siya photographic supplies. Tulika siya. And of course, okay. So they said that the store that sells everything from Iloilo to Angkor, putting photo supplies. So there sila kapakal. No? Because again, Iloilo is a progressive place, and you can buy anything. What you can buy in Manila, you can buy in Iloilo. The cost of the photos. No? So, sa mga ads sa mga daan ng mga periodiko, makita na doon magpila ang litrato. No? So, una, mahal ng gawa, ang client lang sa mga photographic studio, may mga kwartang lang, no? Usually ganit, ang requirements ni patay, ang muna ng tsansa sa pamilya nga makapalitrato ang patay, kung patay na siya, mananaguso ang requirements ni patay. No? Yung buhay siya, walang sa bakal, wala ko tayo naguro, may buhay ko siya. So, time stop na po. So, kita ko na. So, mga cost ng litrato na 350. So, kung parang presyo sa bugasan muna, no? Mas mahal ang isa ka litrato. Yan space na may mga isa ka pagpalitrato, sila tagduwa sila. Na-share lang nila ang pero. So, manang cost of living sa muna, mas mahal na yung litrato. Mga services offered nila, of course, mga events documentation. No, very quick na lang kay nag-suggest sila ng tapos ng architecture photography, family portraits. Ano yung mga gina-produce ang mga. Okay, if you visit on clients lang, hindi ka mabuhi. So, kailangan yung mga postcards naman, nabigyan mo. Ang mga studio, nagbaligyan man sa nagbaligyan man sila sa mga film, nagbaligyan man sila sa mga, then this one, polarized photography, no? They hand-paint the black and white photos. Kaya wala mga color photography. If you go to the National Museum in Manila, there's a gallery there, larawan at litrato. It's about hand-painted photography, no? Photo-olio. No? So they develop the picture and hand-paint, no? The color nila. So parang ito ng colored man, no? So kung gani, no? Paragan natin online, no? Ang mga dadaan na upload ko lang din, download ko naka-ano siya, naka-colored siya. So, again, as I said, ang mga photographers na baligyan man sila sa to augment the income of the studio. As another was also selling photo supplies. Photo enlargement, no? So, yung mga enlargement sa mga litrato. And then, of course, their practice ended when World War II erupted. So, I'm wala na ma-share with you. Okay, time's up. Okay. So, ano ba ay importante sa ato ng litrato, ang daan ng litrato, no? So, in historical research, really one of the primary sources. Kung nag-graph ka sa research ato sa history, no? Ang Arabic term ang litrato, ina-mention din nila. Isa sa mga libro. So, importante siya because they provide a visual record of events. They help us connect with our past. They tell powerful stories, no? And they help us understand history in a new way. And they document natural disasters and other tragedies. So, salamat din kay Ryan Robertson.